PNP Chief Police General Jonardo Carlos insists his intent to use a chopper that crashed before it could fetch him followed police rules. The chopper was supposed to fetch him in the luxury island resort Balasin after he spent private time there. H125 Airbus, a single-engine helicopter, crashed in Real, Quezon Monday morning, February 21. The crash killed one and injured two other police officers. In a statement, Carlos explains he attended the Philippine Military Academy alumni homecoming at Baguio City over the weekend and returned to Camp Crame in Quezon City Saturday afternoon. By Sunday afternoon, he says he traveled to Balasin Island for private time and was scheduled to return Monday morning via private transport. But he was informed that due to unforeseen circumstances, private transport would only be available in the evening of Monday. Carlos claims his intent to use a PNP asset followed police rules. Interior Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya says Carlos's use of the PNP chopper is his privilege as the head of the police. Carlos is the last PNP chief under President Rodrigo Duterte. He once served as spokesperson to former PNP chief, now Senator Ronald De La Rosa. Sharon Cuneta uses her celebrity power to campaign for her husband, vice presidential candidate, and Senator Kiko Pangilinans in Tarlac Tuesday, February 22. It is the megastar's first time to join her husband's sorties. Wearing a Kiko Pangilinans shirt in pink, Cuneta cites her husband's corruption-free track record in government service in urging the crowd to vote for him. Cuneta also campaigns for presidential bet and Vice President Leni-Robredo, who is doing her own rounds in northern Mindanao. Pangilinans usually joins presidential bet Leni-Robredo during their provincial visits, but they recently started holding solo trips to help cover more ground ahead of the 2022 polls. Meantime, the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines advises Christians to vote only for leaders who value the spirit of the 1986 EDSA uprising. The revolution ousted the late dictator Ferdinand Marcos, whose son Bongbong Marcos is now running for president.
Siya ay boboto para sa magpapatuloy sa tunay na diwa ng people power revolution na nag-restore ng demokrasya sa ating bansa.
The Philippines is set to commemorate the 36th anniversary of the People Power Revolution on Friday, February 25.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
Election lawyer Romulo Macalintal formally urges the Comelec to amend its arbitrary policies on Oplan Baklas. In a letter, Macalintal argues that the 2001 Fair Election Act does not give the Comelec power to regulate the speech of non-candidates. The Comelec earlier dismantled posters installed on private properties without permission. Comelec spokesman James Jimenez insists they have the right to go after oversized campaign paraphernalia on private premises. He guarantees due process has always been observed. Macalintal says the Comelec cannot prescribe what the law does not provide. He adds the Comelec may find some gaps in the law, but it is not within its power to supply the gaps. Macalintal says there is a need for the poll body to amend Comelec Resolution No. 10730, which details the implementing rules and regulations of the Fair Election Act. The Comelec has yet to issue a statement following Macalintal's letter. The United States and its European allies are poised to announce harsh new sanctions against Russia on Tuesday, February 22. This after President Vladimir Putin formally recognized two breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine, escalating a security crisis on the continent. The Ukrainian military says 2 soldiers were killed and 12 wounded in shelling by pro-Russian separatists in the east in the past 24 hours as ceasefire violations increased. Putin's announcement on Monday drew international condemnation and immediate U.S. sanctions. U.S. President Joe Biden signed an executive order to halt U.S. business activity in the breakaway regions. A U.S. ambassador to the United Nations says the U.S. will impose sanctions on Russia for this clear violation of international law and Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Meanwhile, Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson says they will immediately impose hard economic sanctions on Russia. Singer-songwriter Nightbirde from the reality talent competition America's Got Talent died due to cancer. She was 31. Her family confirms the death to People on Tuesday, February 22. Nightbirde rose to fame after her AGT audition went viral on social media. She performed her original song It's Okay, which talks about her personal struggles dealing with an aggressive form of cancer in her lungs, liver, and spine. At the time of audition, she said she had a 2% chance of survival. Her moving performance earned a standing ovation from AGT judges and the golden buzzer from Simon Cowell. In August 2021, however, she announced her withdrawal from the competition as her health had taken a turn for the worse.